but they always give too much. It's like we can't harvest this much.
Hi, I'm Andrew Mefford. I'm the editor of Growing for Market magazine. We're here with Chloé Leblanc on Flora Mama Farm to take a farm tour and talk about her upcoming online video class, The Flower Farm.
Yep.
So, thanks so much for having us, Chloé. Really appreciate you taking some time to show us around.
It's a pleasure to have you here, and an honor.
Oh,
yeah.
The pleasure is all ours, believe me. So, how long have you been growing flowers, or how long in this spot?
So it's our 10th year growing flowers here. At the beginning I was alone for the 3 first years, and then after my friend got associated in the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing, Raphaël Noirjean, she's doing all the administration parts.
Mm-hmm.
She's helping sometimes in the farm, but she's liking it more or less. So so when she came in at the farm, we really took it to another level because of her skills, and we were able to get grants and really build things and get the farm really more big and more efficient. So we had some really big years during COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really the greatest years for us,
mm-hmm.
and we were ready, and we wanted to go to that level also. So it was satisfying. We had like 7 employees and 6 subscribers to the CSA program. Farmers market, like 13 different grocery stores, the equivalent of Whole Foods
mm-hmm.
in the US, and so on and so on. So it was really like some really big years where we got to see everything that we needed to see to grow flowers. We did it all the sales channel, all the crops, everything. So we got that knowledge from those years, and we wanted to share it because we knew people were struggling to find information about growing flowers in an ecological way and on small scale intensive.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal since then was sharing that knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's true. It seems like there's a huge thirst for just like flower growing knowledge right now. So the timing couldn't really be better. So you say you sell farmers markets, CSA, and through grocery stores?
Grocery stores. We did also events and wedding and a farmers market,
mm-hmm.
and wholesale to designers and florists.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the COVID years ended up being actually really good for you. It sounds like. Yeah,
people really turned to local produce, and they really cared about where their money was going,
mm-hmm.
and they wanted to support the local business, and the speeches from the government
mm-hmm.
was supporting this also,
mm-hmm.
and after that it just vanished.
Yeah.
So it was since then it's a bit difficult to get the numbers we want to get, but we wanted also to slow down a little bit because we saw what it was on 2 years, having a big team and big sales and everything, and we realized that this is what we weren't more happy than before.
Yeah.
So and having kids, both of us, we just wanted to get back to a sweet spot that
mm-hmm.
we felt comfortable and happy.
So does that mean, did you cut back a little bit on markets or crops or something like that to find the right size?
Yes, we did. We cropped on the grocery stores, so this kind of Whole Foods chain.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped with them, and so we're doing now one farmers market, CSAs again, but much less. So
mm-hmm.
we went from 600 family to 150.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing a few grocery stores, but really small ones and
mm-hmm.
near the farm. And that's pretty much it. When we have more than we need, more flowers than we need, we propose it to the designers,
mm-hmm.
But we don't focus on that because we get less per stem. It's like a wholesale price, and we never really wanted to focus on that. It's really to be able to sell the excess that we have.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a great strategy, is to get more like a retail price for as much as you can, and then and take the wholesale when when you're oversupplied.
Sure. But the second half of the question was, did you grow down from like a lot of varieties? And so we did.
You simplified varieties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we went from more than 80 different varieties to like 30-ish something. And we simply do more successions of the winners that we like to do. Yeah.
What are your favorites? I'm not going to ask you for all 30 because that could take a while. But out of that 30, what are either your favorites or the most important crops for you?
Yeah. So the biggest one, I should say, it's Lysianthus.
Oh yeah.
So this is really one crop that we love to do. People love to get them. It's super satisfying to harvest. So we just love Lysianthus. We're able to do 2 successions here, and then after we have zinnias, of course, but only the super soft colors. We're a lot about colors here.
Yeah.
And then eucalyptus and dahlia would be like the main crops. Yeah.
And so we're here in Quebec, and what town are we in here?
Frélichberg.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how far south are we of Montreal?
It's like 80 kilometers, so an hour and 20 minutes to the center of Montreal.
Okay, so we're an hour south of Montreal, and to the south is it Vermont to the south here?
3 kilometers is Vermont.
3 kilometers to Vermont. Okay. Okay, great. I just wanted people to be able to orient.
Near Champlain Lake. Yeah.
Okay. Great. And how much space are you growing flowers on here?
So it's an acre and a half, yeah, in total.
It looks very intensively planted. It looks like you must get obviously get a lot of flowers out of that acre and a half.
Yeah.
And I did want to talk about your course a little bit.
Sure.
Because can you tell me what varieties the course focuses on? Certain flower crops, right? Can you tell us which varieties your course focuses on?
Yeah, I'll try to remember. So starting in spring, we have tulips, and then anemones, ranunculus. We have foxglove, snapdragon, and then we have zinnia, Lysianthus, of course, eucalyptus. I don't recall the other.
We can just say and more. See that?
And more.
People like check it out to find out the rest of the crops.
Yeah.
How did you pick those 11 crops?
I picked those because I think this is what they should grow, to be able to have flowers all season long, and to be able to get the most price per stem, and that people will easily kind of know the variety of the flowers and recognize them and want to buy them directly.
Yeah.
And also it's like more focal flowers that I grow now, so it's easy to make a bigger bouquet fast. So it's super satisfying, and people are really drawn to the bouquets.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. And I feel like that just helping narrow people's crop selection down a little bit is really important, because I think especially beginners, but who doesn't want to just go through the seed catalog and pick one of everything? Yeah. But I think one thing that I feel like I've seen sometimes people do, I know I did it when we started out farming, was to try to grow one of everything and then be spread too thin. And as we all know, there's certain crops, like maybe Lysianthus, zinnias, there's certain crops that are going to make a disproportionate amount of the income. And so just to even steer people to those crops instead of spreading themselves over crops that may or may not be profitable, steer people to crops that are reliable, profitable, and that there's demand for too.
Sure.
It's like half the battle, just to get people to focus on the things that are going to work out for them.
The first thing you have to think, it's a business. Like you have to do the math, or else it won't work. Yeah. But again, it depends. Like profitability for flowers, it depends where you are. I know some part of the U.S. prices are super low for things. Here we have super high, and the opposite is also true. So there's a little bit of research to do before. But for my experience here, these were the best.
So how did you get hooked up with the Market Gardener Institute, or how did you come to start making a video course?
So I learned about farming at La Grelinette, the market garden of Maud-Hélène and Jean-Martin. So I learned there with Maud-Hélène for 2 years because Jean-Martin was writing his book. So I had the honor and chance to be with Maud-Hélène all the time. And we became sisters. She's my best friend, and I mean, we see each other all the time. And so we're just friends, having children the same age. We're kind of always hanging out together and speaking about agriculture also. And they just looked at the project I was doing here since all those years, and it just came to the conversation because they had the knowledge and the team and the material. And here we were thinking about it for some months, but it was like a big project for us because we didn't have the crew, and so we were like, yeah, maybe we're gonna do it, but is it worth it if we don't have like all the team to support the marketing after? We knew we could film it, but it's all the after that we were like, we have no time to do this. So he just proposed to us that project, and we were super happy about it. And I mean, we love working together, so it was just amazing to do this and be able to share, in a super good quality course to people that want to learn. So yeah.
And is it out now, or is it about to come out?
So there's 2 enrollment dates per year, one in the spring, one in the fall. We just passed one. The next one is next spring. So yeah, it's like you have lifetime access after, and we try to put new stuff sometimes there to be a good deal.
Is there anything else you'd like to say here? Would you like to take a look around?
Yeah, we can move on, I think. So here is the barn, and it's where we do all the bouquets. So we have a big counter where we just line up the flowers. The recipe is made in advance, and then we just follow the recipe and make the numbers of bouquet that we have to make. And then everything is going back to the cold room just there. And if we have like harvest that doesn't go in the cold room, we just leave it here. The barn is like facing north, and with the concrete floors, it's like perfect. It stays always cool.
It's nice and cool in here, yeah.
Because cool with flowers is like a big deal, with vegetables also, but like it's really like something that you have to keep in mind every time.
Yeah.
And if you want to get like a medium or even small to medium operation, you need to have a cold room, or else you have to like sell your flowers as you pick them, and I don't think it's gonna work. So this is the cold room. Now it's full of blooms and bulbs because we do a bulb sale in the fall. So we give access to people to some varieties that are super hard to find normally. So we just order more than what we plant, and then we package them in small bags and then send them out. Okay, so this is the only greenhouse that's heated. So this is where we start the seedlings in the spring. We start the heat process first week of March.
Okay.
So this is when we start everything. And normally it stays with tables of seedlings and everything. We kind of dedicated to this greenhouse to seedling. But this year we had a really bad year for the dahlia in the field. We lost 90% of the crops.
Oh, I'm sorry.
First year that we have a big fail like this. We had really heavy extreme rain in the springtime that stayed there just a bit too long, and it all rot.
Yeah, the tubers are really susceptible to that.
So we knew that, but we didn't knew like something like this would happen. So now we've learned that we don't assume anymore that anything is gonna be all right. So we're gonna take action for the next years, but this year is really bad for dahlia. And then when we saw that in the field, we just like kind of took everything out and planted this greenhouse that was the only one available with the remaining tubers that we had. And so it's starting to give, but it's a little bit late in the season for us. Like the last subscription bouquet is this week.
Oh.
So I'm gonna try to bring the harvest from here to the farmers market and maybe the grocery store in the village.
Yeah.
But now we have to like heat it in the night, and it's like but they're beautiful. I mean, this crop is amazing, and we put the little net on the button because of the tarnish plant bug.
Oh yeah, they're horrible.
So if we don't want to get like deformed flower head, we have to do this before it even open. And they open in the bag, and then we take it out, cut, and then put it somewhere else on the patch.
Does the disco ball help them? Do they boogie in here at night?
Yeah.
When people aren't around?
Yeah, everything grows much better with the disco ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's a nice touch.
It's an amazing plant. I mean, you can like it's exponential. You can get how much dahlia tubers in 1 year, and then after and in 3 years you're like swimming in tubers. And so
yeah, so you save your own tubers
sure.
back.
Yeah.
And do they live in a walk-in cooler over the winter?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we harvest them, we wash them, we divide them in the fall, because in the spring for us is not a good time. We put them in bins with wood shaving, dry wood shaving, and then close the bins, label with the number in it, and it stays at 5 degrees in the cold room. It's heated in the third time.
Yes.
And so at 5 degrees, and we have a super nice life rate.
Yeah.
We have almost no lost.
Yeah, they all survive.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about like starting a new project on growing seeds and getting to know how to do it. And this is like the brain juice is really what's like motivating me. I don't know when it's gonna happen, next year or the year after, but it's been a few years that we're thinking about it. And it's difficult to make the switch, because if we start to grow and say, okay, we don't do cut flowers anymore, there's a whole season that we won't have revenue, because you grow them, you harvest them, and then you sell them the year after. So we're trying to figure it out, and to grow cut flowers and seeds at the same time, it's not easy. You cannot grow some crops, you cannot grow at the same time because of cross-pollination.
Right.
So it complicates everything. And for me, it's like two whole management system in themselves. So to put those two together, for me, it's too much.
Are you thinking of selling the seeds directly yourself, or like sell them through a seed company or something?
Ourselves. This is what we've been marketing for. Like we've been selling seeds that we buy for 3 years, I think now. So the clients they know us.
Oh.
We already did do this. So it would be like super easy to transition to that. And also you get to see flowers in flower. You don't harvest them before they open. And I mean, the vision of the whole farm in flower, I just want to do it.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, and it's really like it's giving me something like a special feeling to be able to let them live their life completely and not being like chop all the time.
Yeah.
It's really like it's like a whole cycle, and it's really satisfying to be able to give them that.
Yeah. Let them reproduce.
Yeah, that's it.